At the wideout position, who gets the nod this weekend?
Let's start off with Tyler Lockett. Now, he did have a concussion, so make sure you check his status going into week 2. But if he plays, I'm going to start him, even though he had a massive stink bomb last week. But that's kind of Tyler Lockett. 1 week good, 1 week bad. He's got the Lions this week. They have been awful against wide receivers. Third most points allowed to the receivers since last year, including the most points to slot receivers. If Lockett can't go, DK Metcalf, obviously, and Jackson Smith-Njigba would become very good plays. And also Mike Williams. And Mike Williams did not have a great line last week. I get it, even though it was a high-scoring game. But the Titans' defense is terrible. I mean, they have given up 16 touchdowns and the second most points to perimeter receivers since last year. And overall, no team has a lot more fantasy points to wide receivers. So as good as Tennessee is against the run, they're really bad against the pass.
I like that call. I like it a lot. Okay, wide receiver sit, someone who was actually on your start list last week, but there are a lot of questions about how they're going to use these talented players they have in Atlanta. And I imagine that's what you're going to say about Drake London.
Boy, I mean, was I left with egg on my face with Drake London? I mean, nothing. 0. Bupkis. The same amount of points as you and I scored last week. And now I'm a little bit worried because they ran the ball so much. I mean, they threw it 18 times. And now they've got the Packers, which means that Jair Alexander is going to get a lot of Drake London. And that's not good for Drake. This week, we hate the Drake. Let's hope he does not put up a good stat line because a lot of people will be benching him. And then Terry McLaurin, who last week actually played a full complement of snaps. He had 63 offensive snaps, so that toe injury seems to be a thing of the past, but he did not put up a good stat line, and he's got a bad matchup against the Broncos this week. They've allowed just 6 touchdowns and the 4th fewest points to perimeter receivers since the start of last year. If you do start McLaurin, he's a flex, and temper your expectations.